Kia ora, Wellington. Here today with Hurricanes assistant coach Cory Jane. 121 caps for the Hurricanes, 53 tests for the ABs,
Correct.
And now assistant coach of the Canes. So, what are we looking for on Sunday? What do we need to improve after last weekend?
Well, hopefully a win to start off.
Yep.
Big crowd.
Yep.
Would be good. We just got to be a bit more energetic. The Blues were a bit more physical. We thought we'd go up there and be able to play a fast-paced game, and there was a few penalties, and maybe we got a little bit frustrated. But we got opportunity this weekend to train well, and then put on the field come Sunday.
Yeah. So you're an expert in the line-out, of course. So what are we going to do there? That didn't quite go according to plan, did it?
They just jump higher and faster, and push at the scrum. I mean, those are the keys, I guess. I think obviously it's an area that I have no idea about in the lineouts. And as a back, I tried to stay well clear of anything that involved physical contact. But I think the boys are in there now this morning working hard at trying to right some of the wrongs, and hopefully we get that part, one part of our game, that is, but hopefully we get that part right, and we have a good weekend.
The new rules, what difference does that make to the play?
Well, there's a few more penalties, to be honest. I don't think it necessarily changes too much. I mean, obviously the rucks are getting a little bit faster from both sides of the ball. If you don't
attack and defence.
If you don't have your guys cleaning the defenders out quickly enough, then the defence might get good opportunities. And defensively, if you don't make a dominant tackle over the gain line, then you're chasing your tail most of the time. So I think the penalties slow the game down, and I don't think the refs in New Zealand were thinking about that. But actually, there's quite a few penalties, which there's a few more stop and plays, so guys can still catch their breath.
We're home for a big crowd.
Absolutely.
It was 43,000 at Eden Park. What difference does it make having a big crowd?
Oh, there's nothing better than playing in front of a packed crowd at your home. You got friends and family, people that always come and love watching you play, and it gets loud, and the support every time you make. I knew when I played, a small little line break or the crowd, you can just hear them.
So put that little bit of extra oomph, a little bit of extra energy in there. The 16th man.
Rather them on your side than against you. But we've got some passionate supporters here in Wellington, and we don't always get the best of weather, but a lot of them turn up. So we've got some local derbies as well, which against New Zealand teams. I mean, ideally there'd be a lot of people, and ideally we win. Yeah,
that sounds good. So the Crusaders, where do we beat them?
Well, I mean, they're a good team. They've got All Blacks across the paddock, and I think they'll take a little bit of time getting used to the new rules, as we talked about, and the speed of the game, because they haven't played. They have a bye, so
we hit them cold.
Yeah, absolutely. So we've got a leg up. We kind of understand how it's going to be. I mean, they would have had an internal game against each other and a ref there, but there's nothing like the real thing. So we just got to be a bit more smarter, both attack and defence, and look after the ball, cherish it a bit more, because we didn't against the Blues.
Being coach, and you're being assistant coach, and you're coaching some of the guys who you used to play with, what's that like?
Oh man, it can be interesting. Like obviously I've come into it for the right reasons, and I want the team that I coach to win, to get better. I want to get better. So kind of some of the friendships or the guys that you put aside, and I don't mind telling.
They got to do what you tell them.
Well, they don't. It's like my kids at home, they don't do what I tell them.
Well, we know that. We know it's always true.
Absolutely. Yeah. But, I guess, if we're in it to win, we're in it to get better and grow. Yeah. So I try to give them honest feedback and what I'm seeing, and hopefully the boys take it on board. Yeah.
There's a lot of experience there. So.
Oh, absolutely. The boys know how to play rugby, and we're at a level where a lot of guys have been All Blacks or have been in the Hurricanes for a long time. So a lot of experience in the group, and, I try and bring what I see off the field.
So we've got a couple of high-profile injuries, Artie and Geordie. We like to see them back on the field, and also, you've been through some injuries as well yourself. What's it like coming back from an injury when you've had surgery or whatever? What's your confidence like in your body? Yeah,
I think obviously Geordie's just monitoring him, with his shoulder. So ideally, it gets better with rehab, and then the physios and doctors can give us the green light. Yeah. With Artie, he's back. He's back to fitness. Obviously. Like you said, I've known what it's taken to being out for a few months, and when I had my knee injury, and Artie's come back after a long time and hasn't really played.
Yeah.
So you're going to get your feet wet a little bit.
Yeah. So he's feeling good?
Yeah, he's feeling good.
Yeah, good.
You know, he got, what did he get, 25 minutes, 30 minutes last week, or the game just gone. So ideally we can get him into a bit more this weekend, and you know, he can get back to the Artie of old, which is devastating.
Rampaging.
Absolutely devastating. So ideally.
No, that'd be good. Going back to the whole thing of the atmosphere of the game, you know, we've got a really, you know, top rugby song that we all sing at the ground. Do you think we could do a little bit more variety there, but we'll build that atmosphere, get people off the couch and down to the stadium?
Yeah, absolutely. Mate, the more vocal and excited crowds can be, the better it's going to be for the atmosphere, you know, and not only for us guys that are standing out on the field, but people that are in the crowd, you know, the more chants or getting involvements or dancing or whatever it is. Yeah. Oh, it's going to be way better. I think they're waiting for you to choreograph the dance and write the song.
That wouldn't be pretty though.
Well, it'd be better than me. You know, if we can put on a good performance and we can get a good crowd, I mean, make it even better.
Yeah. So CJ, what's your message for the Hurricanes region, all the fans out there looking ahead to the big game on Sunday?
Get along, come have some fun. It's a big occasion. We've got rugby back on at the park. Hopefully there's a lot of people. Obviously we're going to play much better than we did against the Blues, so it'll be good to get along, watch it. It'll be the first for Wellington for a while. So
fantastic.
Get along, enjoy it.
Yeah. So come on Wellington and
absolutely
support the Hurricanes.
Absolutely.
CJ, been good to talk.
Great.
All the best for the weekend.
Oh, let's do this more often.
Yeah. Cheers.